What's the dumbest thing an ex ever said to try and win you back? Cheated on me with more women than I have fingers and toes. Then I found out. Tore him a new one. He goes and gets a huge tattoo on his forearm of a nickname he gave me that I never liked, and was shocked when I told him to go deep throat a cactus. I would have married you, you know, if we had stayed together. Whoa. So you mean we could have been in this hideous codependent sham of a relationship forever? He didn't come, so it wasn't cheating. Said after catching her f-king another guy in my bed. Okay, I know it was bad to dump you while you were in intensive care, but you were really bumming me out. You're a lot better now, though. So it's all good. Was in and out of critical condition and had several emergency ops over the course of 5 weeks in hospital. He dumped me over the phone while I was lying in my hospital bed. After I was discharged, he waited 2 months, then tried to come back. He also never came to visit once. He said he didn't want to see me that way as it wasn't very attractive. Apostrophe. Told him to get f-ked. She said she was going to kill herself and tell everyone I RP'd her in her suicide note if I didn't take her back. I screenshotted the conversation and emailed 1 copy to her mum, 1 to her dad, and a 3rd copy to the local police. I don't negotiate with terrorists. She cheated. I said so long. Get out of my house. She did. Moved in with this guy. She showed up a few weeks later with her cat and some belongings and said she made a mistake. Wants me back because she needs me to take care of her. Sorry. What? You're trying to move in while cheating on me and simultaneously asking me to pamper you? He broke up with me by sort of ghosting me after 2 years together. He wouldn't show up when we had plans. Then text me later and apologize and say sweet things, but go on to ignore my calls for a week. He set his status to single on Facebook, so I figured it was done and deleted him. Almost a year later, he sent me a text saying he was sorry, that he was willing to talk and answer any questions I had, and that he regretted what he did because I was the second best girlfriend he'd ever had. I shit you not. I told him I didn't need his answers and didn't want to be his friend. He never bothered me after that. I just don't think either of us have the right mental state to date other people right now. Come home, please. I know this must have been frustrating for you, but I love it. The presumption. It's breathtaking. Tried the Olay fake pregnancy to keep me around. Only thing is, I'm the female. I'm not sure how he thought he could convince me I was pregnant. I'm pregnant. Wait. No. That doesn't make sense. You're pregnant. If we break up, it's just a matter of time before you ask for your laptop back, and I use it for school, so I'm going to have to drop out and my kids are going to be raised in poverty. Do you really want that on your conscience? Edit. I lent him my extra laptop before I realized he bleeds all the women in his life dry of all their resources. I wasn't about to let him keep it after the shit he put me through. I got my laptop back when we broke up and he destroyed the power cord and messed up the laptop to the point that it wouldn't run. I fixed it, but lesson learned. You left a hole in my heart. I'm really sad, so I've just been filling it with boys and alcohol and weed. I got so f-ked up last night. I don't even remember if the guy wore a condom. That's the impact you had on me. I miss you a lot. College girl with a BS in clinginess. Can you remind me why we broke up? I crashed my motorcycle and was in a coma for a week. I have memory loss and can't remember much from the past year. I don't remember breaking up. Things seemed so good. Why did they end? Unbeknownst to him, I was close with one of his friends at the time. None of that ever happened. It was all a complete lie to get me to take pity on him and talk to him. I'm still not sure how he planned on making that one work. He was emotionally abusive when we were together. Apparently he thought he could still manipulate me. Broke up with some crazy bitch. How did she try to get back together? The classic I'm pregnant followed by 2 weeks later I lost the baby, then a few days later I'm still pregnant. It was twins, but I only lost one. Bizarrely no children were ever born. We broke up. He said he was moving to the East Coast and if I moved with him he would take care of me and wouldn't have to work again and I can just live with him and clean and cook. This proposal was while we were broken up, so the opposite level of extreme. He treated me like property. My ex tried something similar. I broke up with him and he offered to marry me. It was like, X. That is clearly exactly the opposite of what I want. I know it was wrong of me to try and separate you from all your female friends. I just get jealous sometimes. Give me another chance. We can compromise. I'll stop complaining about you seeing them. As long as you're not alone with them. I know I cheated. But your dick was better than his. Edit. Well. I come home from work and this shit escalated. Even got gold. I promise I won't try to stab you again. My abusive ex-husband sent me a long, impersonal email 3 years after I left him. My favorite part was, we should get back together. I don't want to be with you. But by some miracle of God, I might grow to tolerate or even enjoy your company. He was serious. I laughed for about 2 minutes and then sent screenshots to my boyfriend. I didn't love you then. But I love you now. Bitch. You cheated on me 2 days ago. What a coincidence. I loved you then. But I sure don't now. I know it's been like a year. But I've asked out 4 other girls and they've all said no. So I thought I'd try again with you. I'll stop burning your food if you come back. Bitch, WTF. I thought you just couldn't cook. If your firstborn child is mine, I will eat the placenta. We were 15. It won't happen again. We were 17 and it was so obvious that he was cheating. The guy didn't even try to hide anything. I still remember getting a message from his best friend saying so he and her are all over each other at the moment. Bless your socks. Dylan. Save me a shitty ton of teen anguish. I'm paraphrasing here but it boiled down to ugh, this guy I cheated on you with is so awful. We should hang out. And I was all like nah bitch. My phone rings. Hey, just wanted to let you know that I'm getting married this afternoon and I'm pregnant, so now is your last chance. 2 years later my phone rings. Hey, I'm pregnant again and getting married again. This is your real last chance. Well, she started the apology off by punching me in the back of the head. Had an ex tell me that if I did not take her back she would sue me. Long story short, I'm now a proud owner of a victory in court. Your Honor, I demand the plaintiff sleep with me and take me to dinner. I'm the only one that wants you. He decided to make a grand gesture for my birthday, which was about 6 months after the breakup. He had a cake made in the shape of Australia. He had it shipped to me in a locked steamer trunk. Keys in the card. All of this was based off of a line from DR. Horrible's sing-along blog. She may cry but her tears will dry when I hand her the keys to a shiny new Australia. This is after I found out that I was the other woman. And I had started to date someone else. It was just painfully awkward. Side note. The cake was dry. I thought you'd miss me by now. No, you lying cheating bastard. Finally broke up with him after 3 years. His big gesture to get me back, an email about how he couldn't live without me, ended as follows. I get now that you're not a WHRE. That's why I treated you the way I did. I thought you were a WHRE. But now I see you're not. Whoa. Be still my beating heart. A month after we had broken up, I started dating a new guy. My ex told me that he would cut his hair to look like the new guys, dress like the new guy, and act exactly like the new guy if I got back with him. I just miss the boy I used to know. Then she turned around and walked away. She later texted me. I wanted you to run after me. You obviously missed the part where this was a Nicholas Sparks story and not real life. After telling me she didn't love me, leaving the kids with a friend whilst I was at work so she could go get drunk with her male friend. Getting drunk whilst throwing my son a birthday party and texting her male friend whilst locking herself in her bedroom and letting the other parents run the party for her. I was at work. The final straw came when she told me I wasn't invited to a party her brother was throwing, so I had to stay home to watch the kids. She had left herself logged onto social media, so her Zool messages to her male friend were pinging up every min or so until he told her the taxi was outside. I changed the locks that night and packed her clothes and put them outside her mum's house. When she came home she was screaming and throwing bricks at the house, so I told her if she didn't leave I'd call the police. Drum roll please. But you can't just turn off 10 years of marriage. You must still love me. Your sisters are hotter than you. But I like your personality best. Thanks a peach. But no thanks.